Hey, hey, hey. What's up? How you doing? How are you? Just hanging out, sweating my fucking balls off. It's hot. Fucking Omaha, Nebraska. It's like heat advisory shit today. And what'll happen, even if it's not this hot out, is I work out, I shower. I'll just be sweating on a normal day. But a day like today, I don't know, if I could step outside and it's a problem. So, yeah, I think I'm okay. But it's hot. So, hope where we are, you're having a good day. You're staying cool. Thanks for checking out the show. I'm your host, Nick Allen. This is Next Window, Please. Baby, got a big day today. We'll get to some emails. We'll get to some fast food news. And then we'll talk about the Insane Clown Posse. Whoop, whoop. All right. I think, well, we'll get to some things before we get to the emails here. So, I had a couple of missions last week. I want to make sure to give my buddy Jack a shout out. We've been talking about how I always want to be the dude that shows up with the taco party pack. Jack, it's from Lincoln. Gary and I do these Blazing Mike shows that we do here, but we get them on stage and fuck around with each other, fuck around with the crowd. They're never planned. Whenever we planned anything, it doesn't work. They're a ton of fun. Jack is at most of these shows. And a couple months ago, he showed up with the taco party pack. You know, Taco Bell 12-pack of tacos. Like, oh shit, you're a fucking hero. That's awesome. Then last month, he couldn't make it. Had a fucking taco party pack, DoorDashed or Uber, whatever, Uber Eats, whatever, just fucking arrived there. And it was incredible. So I just wanted to make sure and thank him. I left that out last week. Gary Curtis and I, you're hearing this Friday, June 20th. You don't have much time, but we will be at the Backswing Brewing tonight, tomorrow night this weekend, Saturday the 21st. I'll be at the Tipsy Pig in Tekamah, Nebraska, and then the Zoo Bar in Lincoln, back in Lincoln on Sunday night. The Zoo Bar is one of my favorite places to do a show. My friend Brad Stewart, may he rest in peace, used to run a weekly show there, and there's some dudes that have taken the mantle, and I love performing at the Zoo Bar, and I will be there Sunday. I also failed to mention, we were talking about the KFC meals last week. KFC has these little fried pie bites that come with them. I haven't tried them yet. Looks like they come in cherry and an apple. Very intriguing, very interesting. Wanted to make sure to address that. I also couldn't remember if I talked about not being able to find the Black Forest gummy bears in, the regulation bag size or not, but I did, and sorry if this is a rehash, but yeah, they fucked them up completely. They're more fruit snackish now than they were before. They used to have the great texture with like the bears had like the oblong stomach, like the long stomach, and they're not like that now. They're more like Teddy Graham shaped. I feel like we may have talked about this. Anyway, they're not bad. If you want a gummy bear that tastes like fruit snacks, they're fine, but there are definitely better options out there. I was at one of my nephew's baseball games this past week, and I always wondered, like, what would I do if a foul ball fucking comes my way? I hope I catch it. I hope I don't fucking puss out and, like, cower in fear. But I guess what happens if a foul ball comes my way is I didn't even have to move. I was sitting in a chair. It comes right at me. I put my hands up. I kind of cut my hands a little bit, and it just bounced right out of my fucking palms. I blew it. Literally dropping the ball. I was on a podcast Wednesday this week. I think it will be released next week. They're these guys, I love hanging out with them. Their podcast is called Long Bus, Short Thoughts. And I think it's the third time I've done it. I think it was on episode 19 and one previous to that. But I think the other ones are the most previous one I was on was 19. I think it was on one before that too, but so it was on 19 and then 69. I thought that was apt because on the 19th is my birthday. Not a big birthday, Gab. If you want to guess into my passwords, there might be a 19 in there sometimes. And 69, fucking not bad or nice. I feel like I'm just dripping sweat. That's one of the things about having this on video now. Like before, if it was just audio, I could be not wearing any fucking clothes and just dripping. So I could do it in a fucking sauna and nobody would know. But the video changes it. So here we are. I'll just be fucking leaky ass fast food podcast host. I had some communication about the sounds of the drinking, the gulping on here. We'll get to that. That's in the email. So I'll make an effort to not gulp on the microphone. So we have this Long Bus Short Thoughts podcast. I've become friends with these guys, and I'm friends with one of the dudes, Steve, on Facebook. A couple of them too, but him especially for this story. And it turns out he's friends with the girl that I went to elementary school with. I'll give her full name. Her name's Michelle. Like, I don't think they would call it. I don't think this show has enough reach to have to worry about that. But yeah. So anyway, her name is Michelle, and when I was in elementary school, she was too. And I was like, oh shit, you know Michelle, because I've had this thing go through my head ever since I remembered that I'd said this to her. So I was in 3rd, 4th grade. I remember we're standing at the water fountain just outside the gym at Walt Disney Elementary. We're Disney Dolphins. It must have been a copyright issue where you couldn't have your mascot be anything actually Disney related. We were Disney Dolphins, not bad. Some alliterations, the logo was fine, t-shirts were cool. Yeah, Disney Dolphins, 3rd, 4th grade. And we're standing at this water fountain, and she said, my uncle plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I just a little douche, just like, no, he doesn't. She's like, yeah, he does. So I pretended to scroll through the entire roster of the Pittsburgh Steelers in my mind. What would it have been, 1991? Like a fucking 3rd or 4th grader knows the entire roster of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm like, she's like, he plays for the Steelers. I'm like, no, he doesn't. She's like, yeah, he does. So I just pause and I go through my head I probably didn't know anybody that played for the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers. And then I pretended to get to his name on this mental roster. And I'm like, oh, yep, guess he does. And that's one of those things that you at night where you just stay up and thinking about dumb shit you've done, stupid shit you've said. That would pop into my head every once in a while. And I knew I was young, but it was just one of those things why would I at any age, why would I be compelled to act like that, to say something like that? And so once I hadn't seen Steve since I saw that he was friends with her, and I was like, dude, turns out we both know Michelle. When I go to record this podcast, he's like, oh, she wants to FaceTime. We'll FaceTime her. And she pops up on the FaceTime, and it's weird. I don't like FaceTime. It's odd saying that as I'm fucking recording myself in the corner of a bedroom making a podcast. But I'm a big FaceTime guy. I never know where to hold the fucking phone. I look like I have, I don't know, a respectable amount of chins. That FaceTime her, and she sees me instantly, and she's like, I have no idea who you are. I'm like, fucking perfect. That's great, because not only does she not remember me pretending to know the entire Pittsburgh Steelers roster, she doesn't even fucking remember that I exist. I'm like, great. Then, there's some sort of lesson in there about, this will be a lessons learned on the fast food podcast. Why worry about that shit? Why is it even still popping up into my head about something I said when I was fucking 35 years ago? Of course she doesn't fucking remember. Who gives a shit? I've done dumber shit since then. I've probably done dumber shit this week. It's just one of those things always stuck in my head. So, I'm gonna try to let that go, which I think that's healthy. I don't know, maybe I should. I should remember it a little bit. Just, I don't know, it's kind of funny. It's a fucking kid. Oh, yeah, I know. Just, it's a good example of a kid acting like they know everything. Me too. A lot of adults do that too, but I try not to. I just fucking, and I think part of getting older is just realizing that you don't really know shit. There's a lot. What out there. I'm not sure. I'm not aware of most of it. I'm doing a fucking podcast about potlucks. Well, potlucks. And I was going to talk about fries today. Ike will save that, but I think there's enough to talk about with the Insane Clown Posse that no, it's not really fast food related or food related at all. But I've talked about it a healthy amount on here, and we saw the show, and we'll get to that. We'll do these emails first. Andrew reached out about the potluck. It's a potluck sliders. Someone needs to have BLT sliders. I agree. I do wonder what the bread would be like, because like we mentioned, the King's Hawaiian rolls are, I think they're pretty standard for sliders. I think there's a way to get some toast involved that would be helpful. How about a BLT on a soft bun? Anybody had that? Let me know. nextwindowpod@gmail.com. Bacon lettuce toast. It's bacon lettuce tomato for those not aware of what a BLT is. This is it's a very informative podcast. All right, so Mark checked out. This was this email. He sent it to nextwindowpod@gmail.com, as well as the Todd and Tyler Radio Empire. You can check me out there every day. Every day we're there early. And we talked about how we're about ready for a break. We have 4 days next week, and then we're taking a week off and going to the Ozarks with my family and my in-laws. We're going to be there. I'm not sure. All right, here, let me know what you think about this. So I'm thinking about either trying to record 2 next week and just have one ready to go when we're on vacation, or just taking this this microphone down there and this little fucking stand for the phone with the light, and maybe recording one on the, there's a big like fucking porch patio deck at this condo we're gonna be at. And my nephews will be around, my kids will be around. It might be, maybe we'll do that. Let me know. nextwindowpod@gmail.com. I'm trying to decide whether or not to take an hour for that. It's like, I love doing this, and I'm amazed and thankful that anybody listens to it. But it's also something that's kind of easier to do in the corner of a room by yourself. Like, sure, my mother will be like, "You'll be reminiscent of my friend Chuck." I'm like, so this is what you're doing, huh? All right, I'm gonna take a drink before getting to this email. We'll slide over. All right, so Mark reached out. He said, we were talking about, he said, I heard Nick say he hates hearing when people chew during their podcasts, but I've listened to his Next Window Please podcast, I think every episode, and he will grab his drink and clink his ice cubes while you can hear him gulp every single episode multiple times, and is one of my only critiques. LOL. Otherwise, keep up the good work. I love both shows, and his Deadpool name is Nick's Daycare Walk of Shame. We're not going to get into the origins of that Deadpool name on this podcast, but yeah, it's check out, it's something that comes up fairly frequently on the Todd and Tyler Radio Empire. So Mark, thanks for listening. I hear your concerns. I appreciate it. I didn't know that was happening. I'm worried enough about this podcast being loud enough for anybody here at all. I'm thankful you pointed out that the gulps can be heard, and I'm not getting guarantees about the ice, but I'll do my best to move away from the microphone so you're not hearing the gulping, the big gulp, the slight gulp. All right, here's an email titled Peppers from Austin. Yeah, love the podcast. Listen to every episode. You guys are fucking great. I love it. He said, I think it'd be cool if you did more rankings or something, like the best way to make blank is like this. I wish I was more qualified to do that. I'm much better at eating food than I am making it, but we'll work on that. I think with this fry episode coming up, I mean, we'll do some rankings there. If you've got some French fries you think should be considered for the rankings or the discussion, please, again, nextwindowpod@gmail.com. He said, that being said, I'm one of the guys who always eats the pepperoncinis in the Olive Garden salad or with Papa John's pizza. This taste combination is actually better than you'd think. I should give that more of a shot. I waited tables at the Olive Garden briefly. I saw a guy propose to his girlfriend at the Olive Garden many years ago. I wonder if they're still together. She said yes. I don't know. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It was a busy Friday, Saturday night at the Olive Garden. All these people are waiting, around the host stand or whatever. And this bartender, he was like a fucking Creighton law student at the time or something. This bartender, he fucking walks up to the host stand, grabs the clipboard with all the names on it, and he just goes, Jesus? Party of 13? Jesus? And like, so people are just kind of looking around like, what? Half of them didn't even fucking notice. But I am so thankful that I was probably walking through that waiting room with one of these salads with the pepperoncini. I wonder if I, who knows if I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, I'll have to not overlook those and give it a shot. Fucking LD checking in, letting me know that Taco Bell is coming. They're getting their own snack wraps. Finally bringing its crispy chicken strips, crispy chicken burrito, crispy chicken taco, aka its version of the snack wrap, to menus nationwide. It looks like it's going to be on its permanent menu by 2026. So that's interesting. I'm always, like we talked about, I'm always a little weary about the chicken from Taco Bell, but I'd be much more likely to try their fried chicken than I would the just the loose chicken, the cantina chicken. Loose chicken. That's not. Oh, that's not a good phrase. It's an email from Harvey. He said, "You're killing me, dude. It's hits from the bong. Thank you for pointing that out. I've been going rips from the bong. It's like hits from the bong." He said, "Also, $50 is a bit high for ICP, but would be fun. Don't just think you'll get away with just old shoes. They often shake up 2 liters of Faygo that they throw into the crowd. We will get to that for sure." And after seeing the Insane Clown Posse, I'm not sure that the $50 is too high. It's steep, but they got something going on there. He mentions a new food spot opening up here in Omaha called Flaming Bowls, Teriyaki, and Tacos. And I agree, it sounds like something that would light your fucking asshole on fire. Here's a nice tip from Matthew talking about hot dogs. He said what he does, he cross hatches them before grilling. He's got a picture here. You can see that on the old YouTube there. So what he's doing is it looks like he's just taking a knife and cutting X's along the length of the hot dogs. Like he mentioned, it makes them look great. They said they look badass, and they take the flavor of the condiments way better. So the condiments are like seeping in to these cuts. I like it. I'll give that a shot. My wife will be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, you know what? I think I'm a juggalo now, so I'm gonna fucking cut up hot dog. Not that it has anything to do with it. I don't even know. I think you can go see the Insane Clown Posse once and consider yourself a juggalo, but they seem pretty open-minded, and we'll get to that. People are upset about Chick-fil-A. I guess they're changing from styrofoam cups to plastic cups. Fine, whatever. That's only, who gives a fuck? Who cares? And there might be some fucked up snack tack shit in the new, the beautiful bill from our fearless leader, but that guy wouldn't be so worried about some of that shit that's gotta pass. My son, let me know about this. McDonald's is unveiling a Big Arch Burger, signature sauce, double patties. So, it's only available in Europe now, but it sounds like it might be coming to the United States. The Big Arch. Calling it a new icon. I think that's a bit premature. You gotta let something work up to iconic status. So, this burger includes 2 beef patties. They look like quarter pounder patties. White cheddar cheese, interesting. Shredded lettuce, pickles, and crispy onions. So they're not the dehydrated onions like they have on the Big Mac or the regular. I think the quarter pounder has the onion slices. That's why they weren't available when there was that E. coli scare. The McDouble, the regular hamburgers and cheeseburger all have the dehydrated onions. This looks like crispy onions. Served on a bun topped with sesame and poppy seeds. Looks like there's a new sauce here as well. A new signature sauce applied to both the top and the bottom of the buns. Sauce provides a slight kick, contrasting with the Big Mac flavor profile. sauce's consistency means it spreads across every bite, often requiring extra napkins. Again, that depends on if who's making this gives a fuck or not. This looks interesting. The white cheddar cheese is intriguing. It looks kind of more like a sophisticated Big Mac. Not that the Big Mac isn't sophisticated already, but I hope that makes its way over here, and I'll be very interested to try that. All right. Yeah, this is like more local Omaha news, but there's this taco place that just opened up. This is a roll them up taquitos. Looks like they're famous for taquitos, but they have a fucking taco burger that looks incredible. I mean, this shit. Fucking, it's I don't know what kind of sauce this is. It's kind of probably like a spicy ranch, salsa ranch. Looks like bunch of taco meat, bunch of shredded lettuce, bunch of shredded taco cheese on a bun, and I'm gonna fucking eat this shit soon. That's definitely not a driving burger with loose taco meat. Guess I've never really thought about the taco burger much. Could you take taco meat? Do people take taco meat and just grill them up as patties, or is it all loose ground beef? Tacos don't really just have like big chunks of fucking hamburger on them or not. But all right, let's make sure we've got all this Reddit fast food shit here too. Hang on, I'm gonna double check and make sure that this video is still recording. Oh shit, it is. I was thinking that would have been a good time to put in a little ad from It's Your Boy and Sausage. We're eternally grateful, humbled, thankful for their unwavering support of Next Window Please, the best sausage on the planet. They don't have any cold sausage. I mean, today, It's Your Boy and Sausage is one of the few things where it would actually be worth standing outside in this kind of heat and grilling. Yeah, it's gonna be a little hot. It's fine. You know, maybe you wait until the fucking sun goes down. Start your grill up then and reward yourself after making it through a simmering summer day like this with some sausage on the grill. And if you're gonna do that, treat yourself. Make some It's Your Boy. Shake Shack introduces a new Dubai chocolate pistachio shake. Fuck off. Jamba Juicy. This was posted 2 days ago here. Jamba Juice smoothies $1 on June 21st. If you're hearing this, Saturday, June 21st. Del Taco's debuting a slow-cooked pork carnitas. Fuck off. Why? Hey, I think this is kind of like the gas stations trying to get fancy with food. You're going to Del Taco. Just give me a fucking taco. I don't need slow-cooked pork carnitas. I know Wendy's lunches, Takis. Is that how you pronounce that? Takis Fuego meal with new Fuego chicken sandwiches and Fuego fries. Same. Not interested in that at all. I love Wendy's, but why? Do you not have anything to do the rest of your day? Are you feeling okay? Like, no, I'm not. What happened? Oh, I ate the fucking Takis Fuego meal from Wendy's. Even if you eat this at the end of your day, if you're done with your shit, if you don't have anything else going on, it's not going to help you out the next day. You're fucked. You're fucked. Little Caesars is introducing a new Fantastic 4-in-1 pizza inspired by the Fantastic Four movies. I've seen a picture. So I don't know what the different kinds of pizza are. What do you think? One's cheese, one's pepperoni, of course, Italian sausage, and bacon, and pepperoni and jalapeno. Okay. The picture of this shows it all cut into like perfect force. Oh, Little Caesars is perfect for what it is. If you want a hot and ready pepperoni pizza, maybe some crazy bread. If you want to get nuts, get the fucking Detroit style. But if you order this 4-in-1 pizza from Little Caesars, I would be shocked if every piece was just the flavors that's on it. You talk about people that don't really care. Well, especially the one that we go to. I talked about that manager from that fucking Little Caesars that just lost his shit. I should see if they're hiring. Sonic unveils new Griot's Pickles Big Dill meal. Oh, get it? Big Dill? Oh, it's like this comes with a fucking triple Sonic Smasher. It has like this fucking shake looks like a pickled. It's like a pickled drink. Ton of fucking pickles on this sandwich, on the burger, whatever. Hand smashed Angus patty layered with 2 slices of melty. Everybody's cheese is melty now. So I don't know why I'm upset about these fast food offerings, but like, come on. Dill pickled seasoned crispy cucumbers, Griot's pickle chips, fresh lettuce, and dilly ranch, all served on a soft potato bun. All like it's just all pickle. Seasoned tots or groovy fries. Your choice of crispy golden classic tots or groovy fries sprinkled with Griot's pickle seasoning for zesty flavor, whatever. Then a pickle Rita slush, a tart sweet slush consisting of a blend of pickle juice, tart lime, and pickle juice flavor bubbles. Dude, a pickle juice flavor bubble? Sometimes these places put shit out that looks good, sounds good, sticks around on the menu, like those pie bites from KFC. Great. This fucking the pickle Rita slush from Sonic is not gonna be around for very long. I think that about wraps up the news. Did we get to these new Culver's chicken sandwiches? These look good. This is standard fucking new offering. And Culver's is fucking great. They've got their shit together. Everything's always hot, fresh. They must pay their employees well. It seems like the people that make it give a fuck. Grilled chicken, crispy chicken, spicy crisp chicken. That's good. There's no, hey, whatever you want to fucking like asshole on fire. Just fucking wash it down with a pickle ice cream. No. The shake tastes like pickles. No, these sandwiches look really good. I imagine they'll stay on their menu for a long time. Good for Culver's. Subway's launching a buy one get one foot-long deal. Available exclusively for MVP Rewards members. That's through June 30th. I think we're caught up on that news then. Oh, all right. I'll move away from the mic here. I think I moved away from the mic and then I was getting closer. I think I finished half the gulp. So anyway, I'll try to be a little more sly about that. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So, yeah, so the Insane Clown Posse was fucking amazing. I want to thank Jake. If you're in Omaha, go hit up Jake. Go get a shot or a drink from Jake. He works at Jake's in Benson. He's not the proprietor. I think it's a coincidence that his name is Jake and he works at Jake. Jake had a friend that worked at the venue that was kind enough to fucking hook us up with tickets. My brother-in-law and I went, and it exceeded any expectation I had for an Insane Clown Posse show. I thought it would be cool just to see the spectacle of it. I wasn't skeptical of anything else. I wanted to see the spectacle of it, and I have a proclivity or a fondness for bands with their faces painted. I like weird, crazy shit, and I knew that's what this was gonna be. I think they're the Insane Clown Posse. I wasn't familiar with many of their songs. I'd kind of watched a documentary on the Juggalos. I've been very intrigued by the gathering of the Juggalos. The government trying to call them a gang is completely fucked up. Anyway, I knew it was going to be interesting. So the show, I thought it was just going to be Juggalo Championship Wrestling, and then the Insane Clown Posse. Turns out that the wrestling was first. We missed the wrestling, as there were a lot of people missed the wrestling. As there was a line around the venue. I don't even know if there was room for everybody in there when they had the wrestling ring set up. But Juggalo Championship Wrestling was first. Anybody that saw that said it was badass. And then they had a dude named Sammy Sosa. The first two S's are dollar signs. We missed him. By the time we got there, it's about time for Wacko the Kid to take the stage. And you hear, I hear today Wacko the Kid, like, okay, we'll see. Well, granted, we're there to see the Insane Clown Posse. Like, it fits, Wacko the Kid. Again, Perfect. Let's go. Wacko the Kid comes out. He's got a bedazzled Kangol bucket hat, the longest, like frizziest ponytail I've seen in a long time. Like went down to the middle of his back, and he's got a big Insane Clown Posse style merch shirt. You know what I'm saying? Just like big cartoonish shirt, big chain, and this dude's just having the fucking time of his life. Like I didn't know there were this many juggalos in Nebraska. If you're not familiar with the Juggalos, that's the Insane Clown Posse fans are referred to as Juggalos. Let's look at what the actual definition is online. Juggalo, yeah, is a fan of the hip hop group Insane Clown Posse and other artists signed to Psychopathic Records. They're known for their unique subculture, which includes attending annual gathering of the Juggalos Festival, wearing clown makeup, and adopting certain slang and behaviors. Like that kind of sells it short, but there's a more detailed explanation. Yes, good Juggalos form a strong community, often feeling like outsiders in mainstream society. Yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, this Wacko the Kid, he's seen how he's like a lifelong juggalo. I mean, he was probably fucking, I don't know, mid-20s, late 20s. He's something like that. You tell like the Insane Clown Posse has been around for a long time. I don't know, when did their first record come out? I probably should have looked some of this up before. Oh, it just brought up Omaha. We don't know this. Let's see. Their first album, 1989. Yeah. An album by the Inner City Posse. See, I didn't know a lot as much about it. And it was released by Violent J and D Lyrical. So Violent J is still in the band, and the other dude is Shaggy Too Dope. And those guys put on a fucking show. But anyway, Wacko the Kid opens up, and he is just fucking earnest. He's like, I'm about building juggalos up. And then he's got a song about like, you do whatever you want. And like, sometimes lyrics like that can be a little cheesy, but something like this one kind of straddled the line between being cheesy and not. But you're just so fucking. I mean, if somebody's earnest enough that it's just not. I don't know. He fucking pulled it off. They need a song called "Bury a Body." It's like, I'm gonna show you how to bury a body. I'm gonna bury a body, bury a body. Like that was 80%, 85% of the lyrics of that song. But one thing he said that stuck out to me. He asked the crowd. He's like, how many people here for their first Insane Clown Posse show? And a bunch of people clapped. I don't know, maybe it's hard to maybe 30, 40, maybe more percent of the crowd. Then he's like, all right, where are my juggalos at? Then all the juggalos like they're more excited. They fucking know what they're about to see. And this dude, he's like, all right, if you're new to this, he's like, the juggalos have 3 rules. He said, no racists, no rapists, no racists, no rapists, and no bigots. I'm like, shit, that's fucking, all right, I'm on board. That's fucking great. We'd be a lot better off if more people applied those rules to themselves and people around them. Like, can't fucking argue with that. And he just said, I didn't even really have time to be like, I did wonder, like, what are these going to be? But then his city just fucking, no racists, no rapists, no big. It's fucking perfect. And, yeah, he closed out. And then it was fucking, it was nearly time for the show. Like, we were lucky enough to have tickets where there's like an upstairs bar that we could like hang out and kind of you just have some fucking space to like get a drink and shit. And there we watched Wacko the Kid from the balcony. And then before the Insane Clown Posse came out, we're like, let's go down to the floor. Let's just like be there when we're like on the floor when they fucking come out. And they come out and the fucking it was just nonstop they played for an hour. And the fucking their stage setup was great. It was just there was big letters ICP behind them. They just fucking like lit up like crazy the whole time. They've got their face paint on. They both are wearing fucking white jerseys with big red hatchet men on them, like the ICP logo. They've got their names on the back of them, and they're super fucking high energy. And when they come out, they also have there's a group of like 5 to 6 people in clown costumes, like angry clown masks and shit. And they're just spraying this fucking Faygo. Faygo is a pop, a soda, whatever, from, I think it maybe originated in Detroit. Like they might spray Diet Faygo now because it's not as sticky, but vast majority of this concert, it kind of slowed down for like one song when it was just the two dudes. It was just Shaggy, Two Dope, and Violent J on stage. But for the most part, these fucking two leaders, this shit was just being sprayed fucking constantly. The floor was covered at the venue. They had the big PAs that had like plastic wrapped on the side of them. Like the lights that were above the stage, those were wrapped in plastic. And these dudes, the two main guys especially, they were trying to like, you could tell they were trying to like fucking launch them up and like get them stuck up there. They were good at this too. Like they would just fucking, they put their hand, their finger on the top of the opening of it, or whatever, fucking shake it up, throw it down on the ground, and these things would just like fucking launch like missiles. We were standing towards the back of the crowd, and I think it's like a 1,500 capacity venue. We were standing towards the back, and there were a couple times where like we nearly got hit by bottles of this. But you could like feel the shit spraying and stuff, and oh, it was fucking awesome. At one point, there was a guy standing right in front of us in the crowd, and he was probably like mid-40s maybe. He had regular glasses on, then just like clear blue blockers, like the glasses that go over your glasses. I think he was like wearing fucking goggles. He knew what was going on. He looked up. I don't know what I did to like set it off or to prompt him to ask this question. But he looks over and he's like, "Is this your first show?" It's like, "Yeah, it is. I don't think it's gonna be the last, but I fucking hope not." I think the Violent J has had some heart issues. They weren't gonna. I'd heard for a while they weren't going to tour at all. Now it sounds like they're going out in like 2-week increments. They are going to be at the Gathering of the Juggalos, which is August. I want to say Ohio. I think we've talked about it on here before. I'm going to have to look this up. I think I'm going to fucking go. But it is that the show was fucking. I couldn't, like, the production of it, the energy. They would take what they had Fago breaks, where a couple of times it would just be like this weird, like, really kind of like demonic circus music. Like, and like the clowns were out there just like fucking spraying this shit like lunatics. Like, it was, for lack of a better word, it's insane. It's insane. They're very aptly named. I mean, they are, well, if you could consider two guys a posse, but I mean, they got the clown makeup. Let's say two guys as a posse. So they're like, all right, we're a posse, we're clowns, and this shit is fucking crazy. It's insane. It's insane. It's Insane Clown Posse. It's just, I've been talking to a couple people that were at the show. It's like there's no way to fucking describe. It's insane. It's like, it's beautiful. Like the Juggalos, fucking, you just sense like warmth in the crowd, not just like the heat of people, just like a genuine like goodwill. And it seems like they're a group of people that have been on the outskirts of whatever for maybe social circles or family, or on the outskirts of whatever for who knows what reason, but they've just found this group of people that they can fucking like congregate around. And some people might just be like, hey man, I like fucking weird crazy shit too. You like weird crazy shit? Like, it was awesome. I'd never been in a crowd that size where there was less like, was anybody like pushing or shoving into each other? I didn't see anybody like, there was nobody like tossing a shoulder trying to walk by anybody. But I think that's all done by design by these guys. So I'd gone out there, so I went to grab a drink. What I did, I went out to like have half a smoke. And when I was out there were a handful of people like in the actual smoking section of the venue, but then also around the fence of the smoking section, there were just some people lined up. There were maybe like, I don't know, 12, 15 people lined up there. And like, that's kind of weird. People just hang out on the outside of the smoking section. It's like, go back in, get a drink, and like go look at the stage again. And there's just like big fucking furries up on stage. Like, these guys put on, it's a big fucking production. And I imagine like the clowns that came out were like local, maybe like locally revered juggalos. Like, I don't know how you get to be up on that stage spraying that shit. They were all into it, having a good time. I'd be shocked if they were with them on every tour stop. It's got to be expensive to employ all, fucking 5 or 6 clowns just to go around and do that. And they had a DJ, and then they also had a dude that was in like a demonic clown mask, and his job was just to fucking keep this Faygo stocked. They had cases and cases of this Faygo off to the side of the stage, and this dude's job was just to fucking keep it loaded on the stage. So when anybody fucking turned around to grab a bottle of this, there was a bottle there. And then at the end of the day, the one thing I didn't really like about it was like the bass was just so fucking loud. It was, and I don't know if that's just like I'm getting older type thing, but I would have liked to be able to hear what they were saying. But that aside, there were a lot of people that were rapping along to every fucking word that these dudes were rapping. So even then it was kind of hard to make. Sometimes it was easier to fucking hear what the people next to you were saying that was the the lyrics from the actual dudes. I've looked up a couple of songs since. I wasn't really familiar with a lot of their music before this show, but yeah, just like fuck the word. Like, oh, they've built the fucking thing, and I think that they know it too. So at the end of the show, those people that had been on the other side of the fence outside, they were all up on stage with all the dudes. It was still the clowns. It was still Shaggy 2 Dope, Violent J, and then all these people were out there just spraying Faygo too. There was one girl that was just like, she dumped 3 fucking bottles over her head. Fucking all these people, they're all just going nuts, having the fucking time of their lives up on stage with the Insane Clown Posse, spraying this fucking Faygo out there. And then when the song was over, I was like, oh shit, are these like, is that it? Are they done? Then I looked up and the fucking like Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J had just fucking like gone. They just, I don't know, they went back behind this crowd and like they left. They were never like, fucking thank you, good night. So like they ended their show just with with their fans up on stage, connecting with the crowd and shit. I think it just showed that they know what they've built, and they're like, it's not, a lot of it's about it revolves around them, but it's not all about them. I think they've built something that's bigger than themselves, and I think they know that. I think that was just there was right there, like there was just proof that they did that. I've never been to a concert where the headliners just kind of just make themselves fucking small and like go into the wings, unless they said something and I missed it. There's a lot going on. I mean, you've got the lights and the clowns and everybody going nuts and this fucking pop spraying all over the place. I was surprised with the amount of kids were there. Those kids will never fucking forget that. I can't imagine seeing something like that when you're like, fucking 7, 8 years old. There might have been some kids there that were younger than that. The lack of ear protection on those kids was kind of concerning, but maybe they had little small earplugs in, and I couldn't see it. But yeah, how fucking cool. There's not going to forget. So the Gathering of the Juggalos is in August, and they've announced a lot of the lineups. They have not announced the comedians yet. And it looks like you can just fucking reach out to them to, like, if you want to perform, you just send a fucking email. I think I might do it. And I don't know if I could actually do it. You'd have to get booked on the thing, but I think I want to reach out to them. And I thought about this a couple days ago, and I'm like, is that fucking stupid? You ever have like an idea that seems like it's stupid, and you're like, oh, let me wait a day or two and see how I feel about it. That was a couple days ago. I still kind of think I want to do it. If I can get booked, great. If I can't get booked, I think I might just try to fucking, I don't know, maybe find a way to fucking go with a couple people and like film it, like make a documentary about trying to get booked, trying to fucking perform at the Gathering of the Juggalos. This year it's the Gathering of Legends because it's the 25th anniversary. Yeah, at the very least, all these people camp and stuff. You need to just fucking set up your speaker, do like a little rogue fucking guerrilla style comedy show amongst the Gathering of Legends. Let's see. So this is in Thornville, Ohio. "12 hours and 21 minutes from my place." It's not bad. If you got a couple people driving, you could do that in a day. August 13th through the 16th. So that is So what, a Wednesday through a Saturday? Man, that's 4 days. 4 days at the gathering of the day. That's a lot. You gotta say like that'd be a long time in Vegas. I imagine that's a long time at the gathering of the Juggalos as well. Yeah. So hey, thanks to Jake. I appreciate the hookup on the tickets. It was fucking badass. I'm glad I went, and I would have. I don't know. It's like shit you don't go to. You don't even know what you missed out on. I'm glad I got to experience this though, and so as we were leaving, the whoop whoop is like that's the Juggalo greeting. I wonder if it means anything else. I don't know if like I feel like I don't want to appropriate the Juggalo culture, but they think they're just fucking. They seem very welcoming to everyone. Whoop whoop is a versatile interjection with various meanings, often expressing excitement, encouragement, or a celebratory feeling. It can also be used to mimic the sound of sirens or alarms, implying a sense of urgency. In some subcultures, like Juggalo culture, it serves as a greeting or expression of approval. Yeah, that's it. I think just put the Juggalo thing first. As we were leaving, we're walking back to get to the car, and there was people that were like wringing their clothes out to change. A lot of people that, depending on if you're close to the stage, you gotta fucking put something else on if you're gonna get your car. Your car is gonna be soaked with fucking Fago for all of eternity. And we saw this, we were just kind of laughing, and I was like, "Have a good night." I was like, "Man, I should have said whoop whoop." I fucked it up. So anyway, that was that. If you get the chance to check out the Insane Clown Posse, I'd highly recommend it. And yeah, I think that about covers it. Fucking yeah, again, hit me up, nextlittle@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening. Yeah, check me out on the radio. I got shows coming. nicksislands.com. I've got all my shows up there. And yeah, we'll see you next time. All right. Whoop whoop. Again, peace. Oh, let's bring this up. Bring up the old outro here. All right, later.